Did you hear that? I think there's something moving in the next room. Everyone stay close and keep your lights up.
What's up, guys? Happy Friday. It's the Moral Compass, Golden King, comic book writer Mark Poulton, and this is a special stream for Universal's initiative. Jon Malin's going to be joining me. He's in the back room. Here he is right now. Let's bring him on. What's up, Jon?
Yo, the green room.
Yeah.
What's happening?
Oh, nothing much, man. Busy day here, I feel like I'm in the taxi era of my life, where I just drive my son and Missy's son to parties, to girlfriend's house, stuff
Oh
like
yeah,
that. Yeah.
nice. Oh, that's a good spot to be, I guess.
Yeah. Although
Yeah.
Missy's son gets his license in September, so that's going to be a game changer for us.
Mm,
Yeah. And my
yeah.
son starts driving lessons like in a couple weeks.
All right.
So
Nice.
yeah. Oh, we got a
Yeah.
cat join us as well.
Yeah, this thing came in while the intro was going. I had to let him in. Sorry for the butthole exposure.
So you just got back from camping, right?
Yeah, I did a week in the woods. It was great. I'm not in the woods. I'm at a modern campsite. A lot of, camp, what are slots and, trailers in there, camping trailers. And we had a tent and a fan and a mini fridge. Yeah, we did a little low key glamping. We like to have carpet in our tent. So
Do you bring the pets with you?
we brought Addie. We weren't camping too far away, 45-minute drive. So we would and this is how much we were roughing it. We drive back home every day. Feed the cats, take showers, take power naps, and then we would head back out into the wild. So
Living
yeah.
off the land.
The worst parts of the day, we'd be back home, sitting in the AC, dying from exhaustion.
Nice.
But it was a good time.
I seen you post pictures of the dog. When did you add the dog to the family?
3 months ago, maybe. Yeah, the dog belonged to an elderly lady who kept it in a small little kennel in her apartment. And whenever she would leave, the dog would bark, and she was going to be evicted. So she was considering putting it up for adoption. She asked, she knew my wife. She asked if if we would mind taking her versus the dog going up to adoption. And she's like, yeah. Which ended up being a cascading of not problems, but we had already planned on getting 2 new replacement cats, because that's what we did when we got our last 2 cats. They were like kind of, our 2 cats were older, so we bought kittens, so and then those 2 cats did pass, and then the kittens grew up, and that became Art and Belle. And then now they're kind of midlife, so we're like, let's get a couple more replacement cats. And like a year ago, maybe 2 years ago, my wife told another elderly lady that when the lady asked when her cat, or when she passed, if we would mind taking her cat. And it just so happened that while we were waiting on the 2 kittens to get old enough to come back over here, we got Addie, and then 3 weeks later, maybe 2 weeks later, that lady passed, and then 2 weeks beyond that, we got the cat. So, no, actually, it was that week. It was that week she passed. We got the cat. Anyway, so now we got suddenly 5 cats, 1 dog.
Wow.
Yeah.
Have you ever had a dog before?
Yeah, we've had dogs before. We've had cats before. Never this many, though. This is, because each one is going to require its own, we take Art and Belle together. Now the 2 kittens we'll take together. And Buddy is like this. Buddy is the one that we got from the old lady. And Buddy is like this horrific cat. Like, it just looks like it. That video, that meme video where Rappaport's like, hey, Ma, you see this cat? There's this freaky cat out here. It's just staring at us. Like, that's what this cat is like. So it'll probably go to the vet by itself. It hasn't gone yet. We're going to be doing that pretty soon. We just did Art and Belle, and now the 2 kittens, we took those up. They're fine. Now we just got to get Buddy up there. Oh, and Addie, the dog, she's already been up there. And so now we got to get the freak cat up there, and all will be well.
Do you have any problems with the vet? It's an issue every time I have to take Noel and Leon there.
No, we're in and out.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Oh, oh my gosh.
Now its eyes, depending on the color of the like the angle when the light hits them, they're like pink. It looks almost red. They're like evil eyes, and gets all this gunk up on his eyes like continually, and he can't breathe, so he's snorting. He just makes weird noises all day. It's crazy. So, but he's a big fur ball. But he's a great cat. You call him by name, say come. He'll come like a dog. And just wants to be pets. And the dog, Addie's trying to terrorize him. He doesn't budge. He's just like, eh.
Yeah.
So
my
good times.
My dogs have a bad rap in our neighborhood.
Oh yeah.
Leon bit the neighbor's dog.
Oh.
Yeah. So Sean used to live with me, and he let the dogs out, and then just went about his day, forgot about them, and the dogs were at the fence going at each other, and my dog bit their dog supposedly, and it became an issue, and I had to pay for the dog's vet visit. It required stitches, and then the neighbor asked if I would pay for a solid fence because of the issue.
Damn.
Yeah. So yeah, it cost me $3,000.
God dang. Thanks, Sean.
Yep.
Yeah, you got to watch those dogs, man. Like, we got a fenced-in backyard, and we have a neighbor dog on one side of us, and we're friendly with our neighbor and all that. But like you just never know if like Addie is small. It's a wiener dog. So, I don't know if like a coyote's can come out in the evening time or something crazy like that, or some large bird come by and just try fucking her up one day. So we're out there with her all the time while she's out there pooping, peeing. We throw the little toys around in the backyard, which, it might as well be a football field to her. Right. So, she's being minded when she's out there. And then we get her in after she pees, poops, and good times. Mm-hmm.
But a news spread about Leon biting the neighbor's dog, and I heard one of the neighbors yell at Leon because he was barking, and they called him Cujo.
Nice.
Leon's a sweetheart. He's a stereotype.
That's what all these people say, man. Wait, hold on. Is he a pit bull?
He's a pit bull, yeah.
That's what all pit bull owners say. Oh, he's a sweetheart. Oh, this dog wouldn't hurt a fly. Yeah, until they're biting the nose off the neighbor dog.
Well.
Every time. I got a buddy out here, and he's got a pit bull. He says the same thing. And then he's blaming. He's saying it's not the pit bull. It's the mixed breed. I'm like, that sounds racist. He said it's always mixed. Is your pit bull mixed?
Yeah, he's part.
Maybe my buddy was right.
Yeah, but it's not.
Pit bulls are the devil. They're the devil, Mark. You're not going to convince me otherwise. Get a wiener dog.
Well, if it was anyone's fault, it was Sean's fault. And when I asked
him not Cujo in the bag. Yeah.
No, and Sean's response, not my dogs.
Yeah.
So
I guess I don't know.
But
does that hold up in court? What's the judge think about that?
Yeah, I do not know. But we got Mark Pengrin in the chat throwing up the hashtag haunted pizza does it like no other, throwing up the pizza slice. And he wants you to know Universal's Initiative Book 1, Galaxies burn as Earth's mightiest heroes unite against cosmic conquerors in epic battle for the future in this exciting new book series. Go over to Fund My Comic, grab a copy right now. We're going to talk about it in a bit. Pengrin says you and your family camping just like Lewis and Clark did it.
Almost the same, man. Almost the same. There were definitely mosquitoes, out there in the woods. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, pretty much. I mean, hold it up to the level of Lewis and Clark. Why not?
We got Kirk Warren in the house. He says, is Mark's audio low? Is my audio low? I don't know.
Could be. I don't know. The audience here is different. You got to get somebody else because it might just be them.
Yeah.
Somebody in the chat says that you're low. Oh yeah, Don Draws Stuff said
Don
you're way
says,
low.
huh?
Mic it
Let's
up.
see him. Yeah,
Turn it
I don't
up.
know.
First, make sure you're on the right mic though. First and foremost. Let me check my mic. No, I'm good to go. Yay.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, that's how Lewis and Clark did it. Mini fridge, electrical outlets. Go home midday, the hottest parts of the day, so you can cool off in that air conditioning, get a nice shower in. Good to go. Just like Lewis and Clark.
Let's see. Is this any better? Am I louder now?
It sounded louder to me, yeah.
Yeah. All right. We'll give this a try.
Now you sound back to normal. I don't know what you hit, but it went back to normal. Don't listen to me. Listen to Chad. They're going to say whatever they're going to say.
Brian Suddenly Old says yes. I don't know. Am I better? I guess. I don't know.
Sounds a little better.
Yeah. But anyway, John, I've been trying to figure out the timetable on this. I want to say 2013, 2014. Universals, back then it was called Universals. Since then, another book has come out called Universals, so I changed the name to Universals Initiative after I acquired it. Do you remember when you started on this project before me?
Yeah, I think 2013 sounds about right.
Yeah, I just remember you were off Youngblood. I was off Savage Hawkman and Evangeline at that time. And a company called Red Room Studios out of Mexico reached out to me and said they were building a whole new comic book universe, and they wanted me to be the writer of it. And they said they were already underway on the book. They had you drawing two different books. One was called The Croc, and the other one was called Team Cerberus. And you were already working on the book, if not finished one of the books already by the time I came on.
Yeah, I think when they brought you on, well, I'm echoing through your headset or something. When they brought you on, I think I was already done with whatever the first book was. Maybe it was The Croc. I think it might have been The Croc. And then I think actually right after The Croc, I think they started me designing because they own a restaurant chain down in Mexico, and it's filled with like statues and what are those video game helmets? What was that video game called? Not Call of Duty. What was it? Halo. Yeah, I think they had a bunch of Halo masks and all. They sent a bunch of photos when they were kind of introducing themselves to me. Hugo and David. Yeah, there you go. They co-owned, I think, the restaurants. Is that what it was?
Yeah. So David actually owned the restaurants. Hugo built them, though. He was an architect.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But yeah.
So,
did you know,
huh?
So you knew about these, like the statues, and they're on the menus.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because right after they were done with, I believe, I could have this timeline a little fucked up, but I believe I did the Croc first, and then right after the Croc book, they wanted a statue like that, but this Croc character is like the Hulk. So they wanted me to design I don't know how big it was going to be, 15-foot statue of the Croc. So it was going to be the Croc, and he was arm all the way up, and behind him is the sword, and he's all jacked and in a stance. And so I designed that like a turnaround for that. And, they're like, oh, this thing was going to be, I think they're like, oh, we wish we could pay you more, but these statues cost so much. I think they're like 15, 20 grand or something crazy for the ones they're getting. Like, it's high end stuff. And I'm like, whatever, it's going to look fucking cool. And by the time they did it, time they did it, I think they did like maybe a bust.
Yeah.
But I don't think it was 15 foot tall. So maybe they could have paid me more. But that's all right.
I remember when they told me you were working on it, and then they asked me what my rate was. So I emailed you or texted you and it was and asked you about these guys, and you were like, Mark, ask for your DC rate, ask for more, because I guess they were paying you whatever you asked, and sure enough, they matched my DC rate, and I started first on the Croc. I scripted that, and then I did Team Cerberus. And there was a third book in the works, and I think this is what derailed them. There was another artist involved. I won't say the name, but he was a 90s X artist, and they paid him in advance, and he never turned in a single page, and that set him back a while. And then this was all over like a couple years, I guess. And you and I, we were working on Graveyard Shift at the same time. But yeah, they eventually COVID happened, and all their plans for publishing just went to the side because David was fighting to keep the Comic X are like a chain of restaurants all throughout Mexico, and Hugo was busy building hospitals all over the place. So they just put the Universals on the back burner. And it just seemed to stay there forever. Every now and then, Hugo would reach out to me and say, "Oh, we're about ready to get started again. We still would like you on board." And it never materialized. So finally, I just, because I always liked the work we did, I hit him up and said, "What do you think about me acquiring the property if you don't have any plans for it and releasing it?" And he was like, "Oh, I've been keeping track of you and John, what you guys are doing. I would love for you to release this and get it out there to people." So I acquired, they sent me files, and unfortunately all the files were, they had already been colored and lettered, and I hated the colors. I hated the letters, and they were the flattened files. They weren't layered. So I had to go.
No, I thought they didn't have, I thought when you were telling me they didn't have any at all. So they had them, they were just flattened and you didn't like them.
Yeah, and I could not, I couldn't release them the way they were. So then they didn't have any high res black and white artwork of yours. And I think they sent me a ton of stuff. What they did have in abundance was like all your character designs and sketches and layouts and stuff. I have so much of that stuff. I actually thought about at some point putting out an art book of all of it. But yeah, I talked to you about this, and you said bring on someone to do finishes over the low res, and that's what I did. I brought on Chris Graves, I brought on Don Edwards, and we reconstructed this book. But then I realized it didn't work as two
from JPEGs, I think, wasn't it? Didn't they have to blow up JPEGs? Yeah.
Yep. And I realized it didn't work as like it was two individual issues. They were building this big universe, eventually leading up to this big epic event, almost like the I guess doing their version of the MCU, where you got all these individual stories, but it didn't work as like a graphic novel. So with my help of my son, we rewrote it and we added a new chapter. I brought on Dan Dahl to draw the first chapter of the book, and it's now laid out as a 3-book series. Yeah, Don says JPEGs. He said it was pretty easy to take colors out and make them high res, though. Yeah, I did have the high res of the colored pages with the colors I didn't like. So they worked off that. They worked off low res stuff. Don says he was wondering about the designs. Did they find it? Yeah, they were huge Liefeld guys. They were fans of Liefeld. That's why they, at least that's what Hugo told me. That's why he hired you. And that's why they hired me, and they even hired Rob to do a cover for them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. To the best of my knowledge, that's what it was. They're big Liefeld fans. They're watching my incredible run on Youngblood, by the way, guys, which I don't know, Rob says is going to be collected. I don't know. We'll see. I think you said it'd be this year, so that means maybe.
Yeah. Rob told me I was writing Evangeline again, John. So.
Oh, recently?
Last time I saw him at San Diego, so we'll see. Yeah.
What was that? Was that a year, 2 years? How many years?
Like a year ago or 2 years ago, I guess.
Oh yeah,
Well,
didn't you and your future wife go to San Diego or something?
yeah,
Yeah.
and we saw Rob, and I was just standing in line, and Rob, I just wanted to say hi, and Rob saw me, and he pointed me out to everyone in line, said, "That's Mark Poulton. He used to write Evangeline, and he's going to write a lot more." And I was like, "I am,"
Okay.
and we did talk about it, and I don't
Well,
know.
that might just be Rob, because I mean, like
I
that's how
know.
I found out because I'm like I showed up on one of his auction whatnot
Yeah,
WhatsApp. I showed up on a WhatsApp, and I guess they can see you like even if you don't post
yeah.
it because I just got in there. I mean, like literally, I like boom, I'm in there. He's like, look at John hiding. I'm like, huh? What? Just got in here, dude. And he's like, John, hey, we're gonna collect your Youngblood run at the end of the year. Like, okay. Sweet. I
That was
guess.
with the writer of Black Swan, right?
Yeah,
What?
John McLaughlin, I believe his name was. Yeah,
Yeah.
he wrote the film Black Swan. And I've never seen it, but I don't know. I guess it was an okay movie. I don't know. Ballerina thing or something. I don't know. Natalie
Yeah,
Portman.
I know it was a big deal at the time. I've never seen it as well,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, you were on Youngblood at the time. I was doing Evangeline, and uh, we were working on a graveyard shift at that point too. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's crazy back then. How I guess everything came together because of Rob, because that's how we met. And I showed Rob Graveyard Shift, and then that's when he hired you to do Youngblood. And then we both got hired to do this project Universals.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Don says there was a dude talking about Youngblood on YouTube last night, and I swear everyone says Malin's name wrong. Malin?
Mm-hmm.
No, it's Malin.
Yeah. Well, everyone around here was calling me Malin in like the first year. I just didn't correct anybody. Then somebody asked me. I said, well, it's Malin.
Yeah.
And just like Don wrote, May, Lynn, that's it. Real simple. But yeah, I think the first people say is Malin. So yeah, I stopped caring. But if you ask me, I'll tell you, yeah, it's Malin. Or if I'm pissed off at you, I'll correct you just to be a bitch. Yeah.
But so over, I guess, 12, 13 years later, Universals is here. Book one, it's 64 pages, and it's fully done. All of these pages of John's have been redone, recolored, and lettered. They're ready to go to print, and we got 4 different covers. But here's some of the artwork. This is some of the work that Dan Dahl did. And Dan, people may know him as Booty Juice over on social media.
No one should know that guy as Booty. It's disgusting. I told him, I said, dude, do you want your name, like, because we were talking for a minute, and
yeah.
And I was like, do you want your name to be known as Booty Juice? For the, like, is that how I'm going to label you? Like, it's gross,
Is that what he wanted to be credited as?
Well, that's what I think I was asking him.
Yeah.
I'm like it's gross, And then I think he started changing it to just Dan Dahl.
No, I think it was a good move. And if you put that in
like it's fucking disgusting. You can almost taste his name. It's fucking gross. Anyways, Dan Dahl, best decision that guy ever made, I guess. That lettering though, whoever lettered that, you got to get that connector off of those 2 balloons. That's crazy.
Really, I like the connector.
It's disgusting. No, it's terrible. You should not have a connector running across a figure's body. You just put another tail on that 3rd balloon, and that's all you need.
I don't know if I agree with you there, John.
Well, you'd be wrong.
All right. But great artwork by Dan Dahl. And then here's some of your pages redone, John, with the new colors.
All right. Now, who colored the original one that you didn't like? Was that still Anthony George, or
no? It wasn't Anthony. It was someone I have no idea who it was, and I even asked them who it was because I thought maybe this colorist still has the files, and they couldn't even remember who colored it. So they claimed. So yeah, had the pages recreated with the help of Chris Graves and Don Edwards, and then Anthony George colored them, and absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah, I love this page.
Anthony George, we've been working with him for years. He colored. I think we brought him on to color the first preview book for Graveyard Shift back in like 2011.
No, that was that. I thought you did the colors.
No. I did did the whole thing? Was the whole preview colored by me? I thought we showed like 2 different versions of it, and then we showed Anthony George's. But maybe we didn't have Anthony on till later.
Maybe. I don't know.
Anyways, Anthony George, he's been with us on Graveyard Shift, I guess, from volume 1. Then, I guess. I thought he was in the preview book too, but maybe not.
You may be right, because I do feel like we did show what the 2 different colorists.
Yeah, because remember, like I started it because the original intent was like, oh, I'm going to draw it, I'm going to color it, and then I was just like, I think time went by or something like that. I came back at it, redrew it, and I was like, someone's got to color it because I'm not going to have time to do all this shit. And that's how I remember. I could be wrong.
The Don says Liefeld brings the world together. Mark Penguin says Black Swan is only worth watching for Natalie Portman, Mila Kunis sexy.
What? If I knew that, I would have watched it. Oh, all right. Well, I'll find a clip for that. It'd probably save me a couple hours.
The Don says it's cool how Jon's art style stayed consistent throughout the years. I
did it? I don't know. Yeah, maybe.
I know you referred to this era as your Pinhead era, but I don't see it. I feel like it's. I mean, I remember being a big fan of your Youngblood stuff, and I saw you bringing in a lot of Travis Charest into your work at that point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Kirk Warren says, "Oh no, lettertism time."
Yeah.
The Don says it was fun. Yeah. But I'm really happy with how the book turned out. It looks fantastic. Here's another new page.
No, I think that is the Team Cerebus one there, right?
Yep, correct. Mm-hmm. Yep. And this features the main characters in this are Agent Lethal and a Jaguar. And
now,
then,
did you have one guy ink one story and the other guy ink the other story?
Well, Chris started. Chris originally was going to do it all, and he started, and he just picked the pages he liked best.
Oh, brother.
Yeah, and then Don came on it and did the rest. But
okay,
this page I like the best. These are like the scouts for the villains Stardoom and Starcross. I love the designs. They kind of remind me of like early Doomsday when he's first all like wrapped up and has those goggles on. I don't know if that was any inspiration in your designs.
I don't think so. Well, it's hard for me to remember what I did design and didn't design. I'm guessing I probably designed this because the legging is kind of godlike on the legging part there. Yeah, maybe I designed this. If I did design this, then I was probably just thinking of geometric cuts like Rob Liefeld would do on there. You know, trying to think of something a little bit to change it up a bit from the complete norm. So
they had some stuff that was pre-existing, like designs.
I can't remember which one. Maybe definitely the Aguila, the one that they had that live statue. Is that it? Aguila, that guy. That was pre-existing. Probably the Jaguar guy. And yeah, I don't know. Maybe anything that looks Liefeldian is probably more so me.
Gotcha. The Don says there was a page with like 10,000 dead bodies on it, and I was damn. Yeah, there's a big epic battle scene, and there's just thousands and thousands of dead bodies scattered.
I drew that. What?
Yeah.
All right. I'm drawing a lot of little figures right now, man. They're driving me crazy. But it's like, yeah, if you want scale, you can draw a lot of little dead bodies. Draw a lot of little ones.
What are you working on right now? Godlike?
Oh yeah, some Godlike pages. Just trying to, so many small bodies. It's driving me nuts.
The Don says 90s moon. Yeah, I love that.
McFarlane moon, yeah. McFarlane.
Yeah, I love that, especially with all the craters on it. Beautiful.
Yep. I love big
Don,
McFarlane moons.
yeah, same. Don says he got the cast offs. Oh, Chris Graves in the house. He heard us talking about him. He says he's fickle. What can he say?
Phoning in Chris Graves. Phoning it in Chris Graves.
I mean, he got some nice.
Do what I want, then I walk off a project. That's what Mark just told me. Do what I want and walk off.
I think we started up on Writhe and Pain soon thereafter. We got Art Haida in the house. He says, "Hail, Chris." Pengard says, "Kind of reminds me of the Hellfire Club guards from Uncanny X-Men."
Could be, yeah.
Could be. But did they? I have some of your notes. Well, some of the publisher's notes, but it was all just like perfect. Change this or that. Did they give you any direction, or just tell you to do what you wanted?
I think when I was originally working from was because I went back and I was trying to what was going on back then, and I dug through some emails. I didn't have a lot of time, but I saw one thing, and I think on the Croc story, who was it? Maybe it was Hugo. I think Hugo had some layouts. I don't know if he did it or if he had somebody else do layouts, like on maybe a first attempt or something like that. And then I was able to get into the layouts and do whatever I wanted from the layouts. And I think that's how the first book got done. And then, I don't even remember Team Cerebus. I don't know if you were on or who laid that or who plotted it. I don't remember anything.
Did they send you a script, or was it just a story?
No, I think it was layouts. I think they were just some rough layouts. So
because it was almost like how I worked with Rob on stuff. I would just get pages of art, and they were like, make a story from this. So they were sending you layouts to draw the pages. Interesting.
Mm-hmm. I believe I could be wrong. I didn't see anything that said script. Is what I'm saying. So I think they said something about some layouts, and I think they were from Hugo. So I don't know if Hugo was trying his hand at, or again, maybe they hired somebody else. I don't know, but I'm sure I made them all better.
The Don says, "See you Saturday, Mark. John, hope you can pop in as well." Yeah, John. Don's going to have me on the studio. He said you're welcome to come on if you'd like, John. Chris Gray's going to be on as well, talking Universals. Thanks for popping in, Don. And it was just I would get pages in, and then I would script it and formulate a story around it. They gave me just a almost like maybe like 3 sentences on what everything was about. And I just crafted a story around it.
Yeah, I don't remember, and probably a lot of the reasons where I'm kind of like, I don't, again, this was, they got me, so they're getting good quality, but I'm like, it's a restaurant thing. It's something that kids are going to read before they eat a cheeseburger, that was what was in my mind when I was doing it. I'm like, it's just like, so it's not something where I felt like I had to get involved and be like, hey, we got to make sure this thing is like 4 levels deep, like an onion. It's for a restaurant. That's what it was. A restaurant comic book. They had me do, I believe it was like a restaurant menu, and just like, they just kept throwing work at me, and those were great guys. Appreciate them still to this day. Good guys. And, they kept me busy for a while. It was cool.
Did they ever send you any of the menus? Cause your artwork's on the cover of it.
No, I don't think I've ever gotten any hard copies of anything. So
Hugo,
which is fine. I don't care. It's fine. So I'm like, I needed that menu.
But last time I talked to Hugo, he said he was holding on to some menus for me. So if I get them, I'll make sure you get one.
I'd rather get a airplane ticket to their Comic X thing. They were gonna fly me out there for the unveiling of the 15-foot statue.
Oh, wow.
But it never got made. So I don't know. Fly me out to, where was it? Mexico City or something like that. Fly me out to Mexico City. Let's do that restaurant.
Yeah, at one point we were going to have a book release there, and then they even the restaurant started to creep into the states. They put one in Arizona, but that shut down during COVID, I believe. Art Haida says, "Wait, so this was commissioned by a restaurant originally?" Yes.
Yep. Restaurant
where
company. Yeah. So
where the
I mean, maybe they felt like the comic would be something they would put in stores one day. I mean, I didn't really get that impression.
Well, that's what
my idea was that or understanding was more or less it's like it's I don't know, something you can grab at the restaurant, walk in, maybe walk out, comic book.
Yeah, no, they were telling me they had plans for getting it out there in the stores, also doing like animation,
yeah,
and stuff. But yeah, so this restaurant chain, Comic X, for Art Haida, they're like almost like a Planet Hollywood, but it's all comic related stuff. They have huge statues of. So what Hugo told me was they can decorate legally. They can decorate their restaurants with Marvel, DC, Dark Horse, whatever comic books, statues, and whatever. They just can't put anything on the advertising and promotional stuff, and that's where the Universal stuff came in. So I guess originally it started out as an idea for the restaurant, and John created these characters for them, and they appear on the menus. They started making life-size statues of Gila at the entrance of the restaurant, and then they started making all these. They had plans to make all these books, and they started off with the Croc, which when I acquired it, I changed the name because I told Hugo the Croc just has like a different connotation in the States. And then Team Cerberus. So then
you mean like a crock of shit, or
yeah.
Okay.
Don says, Chris says, phone it in. How dare you? I gave 110% on those select pages. They were great.
Chris is a guy that shows up at like a house party where you got a table out and you got all this food up on the table, and he's like, prime rib, little mac and cheese, a little bit of I don't know, some sausages, some Polish sausages. And then he leaves, and then who's it? Don shows up to the table, and he's like, "Oh, spinach."
I mean, Don got some really nice pages as well.
Got my eye on you, Chris.
And then, this is the cover. One of the covers. There's actually several covers you did, but this is the one I selected for book one. Chris inked this.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And then Anthony George colored
you mean
it.
Chris inked a cover? Oh, you mean the most valuable thing you could? Oh, okay. All right, yeah, good job, Chris.
And then I got my partner on Savage Hawkman, Joe Bennett, to do a cover.
All right.
Beautiful artwork. I really like. I feel like I know Joe's known for his Immortal Hulk run, but I feel like this is very Kirby-esque, especially with that front leg placement.
Yeah, handout. Who colored?
Yeah, I get. Dan Kemp colored Joe Bennett's cover from Spawn. Penguin says schemes and scams. This is who's ratting me out. I mean,
well, the fact that Don had to be brought on ratted you out, Chris.
I mean, Chris and I were busy working on Writhe and Pain at the time.
Yeah.
Man.
I was working on Writhe and Pain too.
This was like a Writhe and Pain 1, I think, at the time. I don't
know how many issues got. I was just doing a cover.
Yeah.
All right, what do we got here?
This is Debora Carita's cover. Beautiful. This colored as well by Dan Kemp. And then this is Rob Liefeld's cover, which this was higher. This was Hugo's get. Like I'm sure if I asked Rob for a cover, he'd just ignore me.
Who colored this? Was that you getting someone to color it, or
No, this was Rob selected his colorist, and
Oh,
it's a
okay.
guy he works with a lot now. I think Juan M.
Oh,
But yeah, this
well,
is
that's kind of okay. All right.
yeah, this is what Rob
Rob's
selected.
got the guy doing colors from now. Maybe it's that Juan M guy, but they're very, it's very
yeah,
kind of, I don't know, like sunset. Like
yeah.
purples and blues and okay, yeah, nice.
But yeah,
Yeah, I think that cougar guy down there, that little panther guy. I don't know about the chick on the left. I'm not sure if I would have drawn a chick with one legging. But it is a very Liefeld. But these guys are Liefeld fans, so Croc is their design. I don't think I don't remember designing him. I don't remember designing that Aguilar, the Jaguar guy, and probably not that chick. So,
but the Liefeld covers for oversized edition, much like my Viking Wolf and Writhe in Pain oversized books. It'll be the same size as this. So, for all those Liefeld fans out there, make sure you grab it. Archive says, I dig the current Youngblood colors. Well done, and they stand out.
Yeah, really good stuff. Is that the Juan? Is that Juan Ma, or what are you said his name is?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been buying. I think all the Youngblood that have been coming out. But they've just been piling up on my desk.
But yeah, guys, that's it's a simple campaign. There's 4 different covers to choose from. The Liefeld book is oversized, so that's $40. Every other version is $25. But if you get all 4 together, you can save $15. Get all 4 for $100. Otherwise, separately, it comes out to $115. And this goes to the printer September 23rd. My printer usually takes about, let's show these books off.
Yeah, I got what are 100. They're doing that weird fake numbering thing. What do we got? 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 1 somewhere, but this is what I pulled from the desk here. Yeah, just look at these colors. Oof. Is that the guy? Yeah. Is that Juan Ma?
Maybe.
Yeah, Juan Ma right there. Yeah.
That's it. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. So he probably colored that 12 years ago or something like that.
It's amazing they're still working together.
Yeah. Well, he does good work. So
yeah, you find someone you like. I mean, we've been working with Anthony George for over a decade. Yeah. Oh, there we go.
That's me.
Yeah.
That's when I got to draw Spawn in classic Cable about the reenacting the scene where he blows his brains out. Hey, whenever I've talked about quiet panels like Mike Mignola before, so guys, if you're ever aware of me talking about, this is what I'm talking about. They put text in there, but look at that. It's just a fucking crucifix. It's just the statues watching on. Good stuff. Me.
Penguin says giant size Youngblood one-shot dropped last week. I believe has a cool VK Marion variant cover. And Art Haida says legacy numbering.
Got a Cable here.
That's your.
This is me too. This is another one of those fake legacy numberings. 150, I think.
And that's like you turn it and it goes from Rob's cover to yours, right?
Yeah. Well, Rob did a cover, and this is one of Rob's covers.
Yeah, it's like that.
This doesn't have my cover in it.
Oh, okay.
It just goes into. Story.
But I remember when they were doing those type of covers. You did an Avengers one, right?
Dude, look how big I did Cable. I don't remember drawing him that big. That's fucking tits. There, I should have gave him a pinhead though, a little bit smaller, but look how tough that fucker looks. Yeah, and I had to draw that every fucking time.
Chris Gray says top tier stuff for John.
Yeah, I'm pretty good, guys. Pretty good. Good times. I tried to get him right here in the original file. He's lighting a cigar. I tried to get that passed, and then they're like, no smoking in Marvel Comics, John. I was like, yeah, you guys are gay. Anyways, yeah, this is the first one I did, the first issue of Cable 150. Then we did 150, I guess, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5? I think I did 5. Rob said I'm his favorite Cable artist.
I remember him saying that, yeah.
Yep.
But
he's not wrong.
I feel like you got robbed on Thunderbolts not getting a thank you, John. Any thoughts on that?
Oh, no. Well, I haven't seen the movie, but to the best of my knowledge, they didn't have anything to do with the books that we did. What I think would have been cool. What would have been cool is if they would have brought in Mach X. So that was, I think originally he was like a Mach 5 or Mach 7 or something like that, and his numbering had gone up over the years, but it was still like too far away from X. And my Rob Liefeld brain, I redesigned him and I presented him as Mach X. So we just jumped the numbering because I wanted to be the guy to get the X in there. So if you guys ever see Mach X in Thunderbolts, I don't even know if they still use that design or not. That's me. Gave him kind of a little Iron Man-y, you know.
I just felt for having Winter Soldier part of the team.
Yeah, well, yeah, we did make him. Well, he was the leader. Yeah. But also, I believe I was the first to bring in the movie mask. So the little face covering, because before that I think it was like the little Bucky eyes or something, the little Robin mask on him type thing. But yeah, so I believe I'm the first one to bring in the mask from the movies, and I just did that because I got hired on that as Tom Brevoort saying, "Hey, do a pinup," and I knew there was possibility of work.
Yeah.
So I was just doing 2 pinups over Christmas break, New Year's, before Marvel came back in. I think they asked for 1. I did 2. And then when they came back from break, they bought both of them. So, and then that was followed up with asking if I wanted to do Thunderbolts as a series. And almost as quickly as I said, yeah, it's like being announced. Like, like it's not like Marvel's working ahead of these things. Like, it's like you say, yeah, 3 days later, Thunderbolts coming out. Then they throw up my generic, what should have been a generic pinup. And now it's the cover for issue 1. So yeah, anyways,
Penguin says
they didn't use anything from it.
I forgot what comic it was from, but I remember Malin drew a really great Gambit. That's from Cable Deadpool.
Cable. No, just Cable. It was a Cable series. Yeah.
No, I thought it was from Cable Deadpool.
Oh, the one they put in the Gambit. Yeah. All right. Yeah. No, you're right. Yep. Yeah, I did Cable Deadpool, a fill-in issue. It's like 2008-ish. Somewhere 7, 8, I don't know. And it was only half an issue, but it was so great. My illustration was so great. I had a Gambit splash page, and they put that onto a T-shirt. And I asked CB Sobolski. I said, "Hey, am I getting anything for that?" And he's like, "Nope." I was like, "Okay, all right."
Yeah, that was available. For a while at Hot Topic, that T-shirt.
Yeah, that's how I found out about it. A guy out in New York that I was not in business. We're trying to get into business as like an art rep or something like that. Paulo something or other. We hung out in New York. He's whining and dining me, and so he's got my number. And then one day I get a text from him while I'm back in Michigan. He's like, "Hey man, I just saw your Cable or your Gambit is on a T-shirt and Hot Topic." I'm like, "No, I don't think so, man. Why would they do it? I'm just filling for half an issue, But yeah, they did. It was at like a Deadpool display. I think it was a Deadpool display, and then right there. Gambit. I went to my local Hot Topic. There it was. So, presume it's nationwide.
I think it came out along with when that Wolverine movie came out that Gambit was in.
Oh, was it? Okay. Could have been a Wolverine display. Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, I mean, everything I touched turned to gold.
And you did that Thunderbolts cover that got turned into a poster, the one that has like every character on it with Deadpool upside down.
Oh yeah. I drew one of the issues that had everybody, I think everybody that had ever been a member of any iteration of the Thunderbolts. So I mean, it's got like I don't know, the Punisher was on there. I think Ghost Rider was on there. Deadpool was obviously on there. Our cast and crew was on there. I think there was Scar, Red Hulk. I don't know, a lot of different characters were on there. And yeah, I guess they turned into a poster. You know what would have been cool if you would have walked into like a convention and they blew that thing up, like 50 feet tall. Hell yeah.
You don't have one of the posters?
I don't know. I don't think so. Maybe I do. I don't know. I mean, everything's kind of in my basement. I don't know.
Do you remember this? I think it was. I forget. I know you and I were, I think, just starting on Graveyard Shift at the time, so that's how far back it goes. But I think it was you pitched Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh yeah, with Rob.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it was before the Guardians of the Galaxy that became the movie stuff. So whenever that happened, it was before that. Rob wanted to pitch Guardians of the Galaxy project based on kind of updated images of Jim Valentino's run. So those characters, it was like Charlie 23 or was it Vanguardian or something like that? Yeah, I don't know. The whole list of these the original crew that Jim Valentino was dealing with. And Rob had this big epic fucking idea for it. It's probably you might not be happy if I said what was going on, but it was like cameo. It would have been so fucking cool. But they end up going with the one that they used for the films. I think it's the Steve did McNiven do that initial run? I think it was McNiven.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Mark Penger says, John, are you planning on doing Motor City Comic Con in the fall or possibly next year?
If I do, it'd just be to walk around. But if I am, feel free to give a shout or to me. Just say, Malin, I'll look. And if you have a pen or whatever, you just want to hang out, okay, cool.
So was that Guardians idea? Did that start with you or with Rob?
Rob. Yeah, that's his idea. You wanted to update the Jim Valentino thing, and I believe I redesigned everybody and did maybe one or two pinups, and then whatever.
Yeah, back in the day.
I don't hear anything, and that's it. Okay, well, I guess it didn't. I guess it ain't happening.
I feel like I got a lot of what I called busy work from Rob back in the day to stop me from asking him about Evangeline. And there's like stuff. There was this huge epic Supreme crossover event that I plotted out for him, and then I heard that Supreme was coming out through Image. I was like, Rob, is this my idea? And it was like, nah, I pivoted. I was like, oh, okay. And that was the Eric Larson version that ended up coming out with Corey Hampshire. And then I worked on like a Brigade animated series, trying to get that off the ground. And then I think it just became the Brigade book that Rob crowdfunded that I didn't have any involvement in.
Oh, but, wait, are you saying Rob was grabbing your pitches or what? What are you saying?
No. Just
okay.
He would give me busy work, and then so I would stop asking about Evangeline, and then nothing would ever happen from him.
Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah, no, it was fun working on that stuff.
Comics is a cruel mistress. You know what I mean? Like you get it through your head, and stop worrying about hey, people writing every 5 days. Hey man, what's going on? And like even when I worked for Rob, I was like, well, if I ever really want to get a hold of Rob, but for whatever reason, like because I'm working when this is back when I was doing Nitrogen, and Rob lived one city away from me. I was in Fullerton. He's in your Belinda at the time, and and I'd be like, if I really want Rob to reply, I gotta show him something cool. Like he's got a legit fanboy. You know what I mean? Like he really, really loves comics and comics art, and I think he really gets excited. And excitement is what kind of moves Rob. It moves the needle for Rob. And I like if I needed it, it'd be like, here's my question. Oh, by the way, check this out. And then all of a sudden, what 8 questions answered, art's cool, and things are moving along. It's just, but you don't write people, every 5 days. Hey man, did you hear back from that pitch? He'll let you know. Just
the biggest I ever saw Rob fanboy was when I sent him the Graveyard Shift preview. Like he literally like responded back right away and flipped out and said this was one of the best things he's ever seen, and he was going to help set us up at Image. Once he was on his way to visit Robert Kirkman at the time, and he was like, when I get back, I'm going to help you guys set this up at Image. And then he met with Kirkman because they were doing the Extreme relaunch. And then he loved Graveyard Shift so much, that's when he decided he wanted to ask you to be the artist on Youngblood. So
nice. Yeah, I'm looking to see if I can find that preview book. I thought I might have had it right here in my spinner rack, but
I have all mine are in my storage unit.
Yeah, I got some good stuff up here. I got Thunderbolts and Nitrogen.
Did they send you any of the Thunderbolt omnibuses?
An omnibus?
Yeah,
am I in an omnibus?
Yeah, they collected your whole run.
Oh, I mean, I got a trade paperback.
Well, they collected the entire series in one book.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's not. Is that an omnibus, or I think I have a volume 1, volume 2 collected, maybe. I don't know. Oh, but like that's what I drew over that holiday weekend right here. So before I knew that I had a book, that's it. Hey, really solid writing and art. Who can beat a review like that? Yeah. Highlight of this series, by the way, is the Miles Morales one, and it's only because I'm drawing fake Spider-Man. Hold on, let me find a good shot. But see, there's my full McFarlane.
Oh, nice.
Woo! Webbing coming right at you. Look at that foot all up in your face.
It's that foot that really does it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But also, I was trying to do my best kind of Kurosawa, which was make it rain like all the fucking time. So the rain just starts and it just doesn't quit. So I was very happy with that. Look at this. Rain everywhere. Raining like the Dickens, they say. Anyways, so.
Penguin asked, did you pick Yaki as your colors because of the Liefeld connection, or did Marvel just randomly assign?
No, I think, I mean, Matt's good, but it's like, I don't know. I think people are just kind of retarded. They're like, John is kind of Liefeld. Get a Liefeld colorist. The guy that did the best on me is when I did Cable. Who was that? Abertov, I think it was. Hell. Jesus, I think it was. Jesus Abertov. Yeah. Jesus Abertov. Like, that guy was just nailing it. Like, look at this. Right there, page 1, the fucking sun, rays coming up on through there. Beautiful. Look at that. People walk in the hallway. Look at that. Woo, shadows. That's what I'm talking about. He knows what's up. He's got vibrant color. Oh, look. One of my proudest moments, and then they fucked it up, was I gave Cable this kind of sky cycle thing, but it's a chick. If you look under, almost like a transformer, like there's her face. That's her face right there. And they put the word balloon there because these were boobs. Yeah, and these are her. See, there's a rib cage. That's a rib cage. So this thing could transform, and he could probably fuck her. You know, if you wanted to fuck a robot. Oh, and then it did these dupe. Look at that. Look at that reaction. He's like thinking, and he's like, yeah. Yeah, a lot of fun doing this stuff. I love all of Rob's characters. I got Cable. I got fucking Shatterstar in here. Look at that big old ponytail. Good times. Good times. I had a good editorial team when I started, and then they had to change up, and then the fucking Darren Shan came in. Look at this beautiful fucking cover I did.
Gorgeous.
Yeah. This Darren Shan came in, and he got triggered by a Bleeding Cool thing that was complaining about my girls having boobs. So then he had to go in there and get the colorist to shrink all my boobs, even though every page was approved. Yeah. So once that editorial change happened, I got a fucking brain dead SJW fucking editor up in there. This is after leaving my previous SJW editors of Tom Brevoort and Alana Smith. Then I go up here and I'm like, oh, thank God. People that just like cool shit. You know, they're not like, hey, your tits or anything. Shrink those out. None of that. And then I get an editorial switch up. And in that article saying John likes to draw boobs. So, yeah. So, anyways, then it all turned to shit. Ooh, look at this pinhead. There's a pinhead Cable right there.
I feel it works though.
Yeah,
it makes it look more massive.
In areas, some little things are off there, but it's all right. Oh, here, I'll show you my. I got to draw Gideon. Look at that motherfucker.
Man.
Look at that bad motherfucker right there, drawn by me.
Yeah, it looks great.
Beautiful.
Were you? This is who was the writer of Cable?
Who was it? Ed Brisson.
Oh, right. Did he ask like anything you wanted to draw, or just so happened all these cool?
He had his story. It was just go. Yeah. Look at that. I did those gas by myself. I added all those and the little scritches and all that. This is in the future. Gideon has been in this chamber and he's just nearly disintegrated. Then he gets the first gasp of air and then a little bit of claustrophobia, panicking, kick, scratch, can't breathe. And then this bitch comes and opens it up for him. And yeah, she is like, I don't know, 7 feet tall or something. She's a big ass robot.
That's not the motorcycle robot girl, is it?
No, different girl. That's a robotic version of someone that was in like the original stuff. Look at that. Fucking Gideon, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, and then I added these little flourishes. Like this is now keep in mind I'm high drawing this stuff, and in my mind I'm like, okay, he's opening a locker. but also there's a fucking rat war going on, and they're killing the mices and eating the babies of the mice. Look at those tails. That's fucked up. Oh, look, haunted house. Look at this haunted house here.
Very nice.
Lightning bolts coming down. Guys, come on. And then, oh yeah, look at this. Fucking Gideon looking like the devil back there.
That's badass.
Yeah.
You mentioning you being high. I don't know if you remember this, but when you got Youngblood, you decided to get like really back into smoking, and you would call me up late at night. You said you just whenever you smoke, you like to have good conversation, and you would just call me and talk my ear off.
I must have been so high that I felt comfortable calling somebody, but
you would call me late at night too, and I would be up with my son Chase because he was just a baby, and I just wanted to go to bed, but I felt bad because you just wanted to talk, and you would talk for hours.
Oh. Are you sure I wasn't sober? That sounds like me.
Maybe.
I don't know. But yeah. Good times. Good times working on Youngblood on cable. Yeah, and that's what I tell people. I'm like, if there's one book that I would happily go back to, it would probably be Youngblood. You know, either that or something in the X Office, but I could never do it under the circumstances with like Tom Brevoort or any of these SJW guys. I'd have to have an editor that has some fucking balls. You know, these guys are all pussies up there. So, Tom Brevoort, and he's in charge of the X Office. When I worked there, he was in charge of the Avengers Office. So, talk about. Imagine if I had stayed and then Tom Brevoort switched offices and I got fucking Tom Brevoort again, cutting my balls off.
Yeah.
Oh, you can't draw women that look sexy, dude. Her hips are a little cocked. That was an actual note. I got notes that hips were too cocked on women, that Moonstone's hair looked like dreads, and that's cultural appropriation. Like, fucking, like, what the fuck is wrong with you guys? I mean, it was just. I really think it was just. I felt like I was kind of being targeted. You know, like, hey, let's see if we can pick on this newer guy. You know, let's see if we can give him the shit. And we got to try our SJW-isms out on somebody. It's a new thing. It's exciting because I mean, this is like 2016, I think. So
Penguin says he read X-Men from his youth up until Hickman took it over and ruined it with House of X. Been garbage ever since.
Yeah.
I always said I'd love to go back to Evangeline. That was like maybe one of the most fun, like creatively, because Rob just let me do whatever I wanted with his characters, which I was shocked at the time. But yeah, he just let me run wild with them. Do you think there's been speculation that Marvel's going to start licensing out their characters? If they did, do you think Rob would grab some?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Is there anything he really wants to spend? I mean, it's money, and I think Rob probably gets bored, you know? So I think that with being able to hop off of something like Youngblood and maybe grab up X-Force or Deadpool to do his own kind of thing again. Yeah, I could see him doing that. You know, there's money in that. And also he could just make the argument, well, it's me doing it without editorial interference, you know?
Yeah. I could definitely see Kirkman and McFarlane like grabbing some properties to play with.
Kirkman, I mean, Kirkman's looking for licensing properties. So I don't know. Has McFarlane been licensing anything? I don't pay that much.
He licensed them for his toys.
Yeah, toys. Yeah, maybe he'd make a comic to sell the to tuck in with the toys or something like that.
I mean,
either way, it's still not Todd. You know, I don't really care. He can license all he wants. I'm not sure I'm gonna buy it. Maybe if he was writing a Spider-Man book, you could maybe get my interest. Get Brett Booth, I guess, to draw it. That'd be okay.
Yeah, that would be epic tied back on Spider-Man, even if it was just writing. I actually like the series that he wrote that had like the Wendigo and Wolverine crossover. Yeah.
Perceptions. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was good. Yeah, it's Wendigo was being framed for child murder. I guess if there were forensics done, they would argue that an animal, a Sasquatch of sorts, is also raping these young boys, because there'd be signs of trauma of some sort on the anus of these young men. And I don't remember. There were like headlines, like newspaper headlines in there. I don't remember it saying Wendigo raping and killing children.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was just murdering them. But it was actually a pedophile. Spoiler, but it's like a 30-year-old story. It was a cop. I guess back then, it was definitely for kids. You're like, oh shit, it was the cop. Oh, now I hear something like that. I'm like, of course it's the cop. Of course, it's like, yeah, it's the priest, it's the cop. Of course, I get it. They're all pedophiles. We get it. So I would try to find something else these days.
Yeah. Going back to Universals real quick. I don't want to keep you too much longer. I know band practice is about to start here.
I'm not in a band. What, you think I'm gonna start hanging out with the boys in the garage?
Oh, it's about to happen right here, John.
Oh,
Missy's son has a band. They're actually playing my wedding in November. Which are you coming to my wedding, John? You're invited.
I don't know. I didn't get an invite. I don't know. Yeah.
Oh, invites go out in a couple weeks.
Did I? Oh, I don't know.
You didn't. There was no invites going out yet, but they're going out in a couple weeks.
Oh, okay.
But
yeah, maybe, I don't know. We'll see where I'm at. November, right?
Yep, November, Friday the 13th.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, speaking, I remember when I proposed, you posted that on Twitter, and you said Mark proposed to his girlfriend Rob Liefeld style, and Rob responded. He goes, "I did it first," and I was like, "Come on,
yeah,
Rob."
well, that's why it's called the Rob Liefeld style. Look at Rob just making sure he gets the credit.
I was like, "Of course, that's where I got the."
Yeah, that's why I said Rob Liefeld style.
I know.
Yeah. Rob never wanting to be outdone by anybody on any level. I love that guy.
Yeah, no, I love Rob. But yeah, so band practice is about to start here very soon. Any thoughts on your time doing Universals?
I believe it was after Youngblood. It was a nice job. It was an interesting job. I'd never worked for restaurateurs before, tours before. Never done a menu, like a restaurant menu. Just I was very excited to want to be able to go out to the restaurant and check out some of the stuff, especially the 15-foot croc statue that was never done.
Yeah,
never done. And but they had. I think the theme restaurant thing is really. I mean, it's straight up nerd city, which is perfect for me. Probably for video game, because it is really video game oriented, pop culture oriented. There's some Avengers, and I think they have like a Iron Man or something.
Oh yeah, they have like
one of those full on Iron Mans, like when you would you'd have it at San Diego, and the whole thing would be perfect, shiny, just looking real and shit. And they bought one of those. So like these guys were, comic fans. I was excited to work for comic fans doing a comic book, but to also have it integrated into a restaurant was different and cool. Mm-hmm.
Now, this group right here that's on the screen right now, I know you said they designed the croc, but his whole crew, this is like the mercenaries he ran with. They have to be designed by you. They're straight up.
Yeah, they look like me. They look like I designed. Probably designed these guys. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, if I had to bet, I would say these are definitely designed by you. This is
I would. I mean,
badass.
I'd have to find the old files and whatnots of what all got designed, but those look like something I would do. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But guys, it's a 64-page graphic novel, artwork, colors, letters. It's all done, ready to go to print. It's going to go to print September 23rd. We got a great Jon Malin cover. We got covers by Joe Bennett, Debora Carita, Rob Liefeld on the oversized edition. It's a fantastic book. I'm really proud of it. I'm happy to finally get this out to people. That's one thing. Like I hated knowing that there was work out there that I did that never saw the light of day, especially since all the artwork was done. And this is 50 pages of your art that's finally going to get released, John.
Yay! Awesome.
But guys, I think I'm going to wrap this up. John, thanks so much for joining me, and it was great reminiscing. Thanks so
absolutely.
much.
Yeah, good luck with it, guys. Everyone go out there, grab a copy, the Universal's Initiative.
Yep, and the next volume will be Universal's First Strike, and then the third and final will be Universal's War. That's the plan, at least, guys. So
nice.
Do me a favor, go grab a copy. Books will go to print in September. We'll start fulfilling in October. It'll be a quick turnaround for everyone. I got to get turned around. I'm getting married in November, guys. But anyway, thanks so much for joining me. And John, we'll have to do it again sometime.
Yep. All right. Have a good one, Mark. Have a good one, guys. Take it easy. I'll probably be on Ballers or something.